Hi friends, welcome on YourPedia. So you are watching the videos related to Coal India Limited. So you have two papers. Paper 1 is non-technical, paper 2 is technical. In non-technical, there are four domains. One is general awareness, general knowledge, 25 marks out of 100. But this video today is related to one of the subtopics of general knowledge, that is flagship government programs and policies. So very clearly in 16 topics of your syllabus of Coal India, one of the topics mentioned is flagship programs. And normally flagship programs of government is present government. Like 2014 onward, Narendra Modi government is there in India. So there's very high probability he is going to ask you questions from flagship program after 2014 only. So when this new government came, earlier 10 years was Indian National Congress government, Manmohan Singh government, and then Narendra Modi government came. So after this government came in power, lot of programs and policies were initiated by this government, and that is from where the questions are expected. So let's see friends what questions can be asked from these programs. And I believe the best way is to revise the entire syllabus for Coal India is like do a lot of questions. If you do a lot of questions and through questions you try to understand the entire syllabus or entire preparation, if you do through questions, that can be wonderful for you, and not only time saving, it can be very effective also at the same time. So let's start doing it now. So yeah, Digital India, 1st July 2015. So that was one of the initial programs launched in India, that is called Digital India program. So this is the program through which Narendra Modi government wanted to digitalize entire country. So this was scheduled from 1st July 2015, and digitally empowered society, to transform India into digitally empowered society. So 1st July 2015. So this 1st July is also very important. So these small dates, but these are very relevant dates. 1st July 2015 only. So this is how you have to understand it, right? Okay, which of the following is not one of the 9 pillars of Digital India program? So there are 9 pillars. Skill India mission is different. So broadband, highways, IT for job, electronic manufacturing, e-governance. So these are the one of the 9 pillars. Skill India. So as I told you friends many times, that you should not always look for correct answer. In this question, it is easy for you to find out the wrong answer, right? So wrong answer only he asked you to find out, and it's quite visible. You were not supposed to know 9 pillars in this question. 9 pillars, what are the 9 pillars? You may be not be knowing, but at least you know that Skill India is a different mission, flagship program of India. But in the process you can understand, okay, electronic manufacturing, e-governance, IT for jobs, these are also the programs. Digital India programs comes under Ministry of Electronics, IT, Communication. So these are basically some of the ministries which actually focus on this. So Communication and Law and Justice and Ministry of Electronics. So these are combination of the ministries which basically will be implementing this also. There is not a single particular ministry, but yes, combination of things. Ministry of Electronics and IT, Communications and Law and Justice. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan 2001. This is old previous government. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan is of previous government, and this is related to universal elementary education. You know that now elementary education is a fundamental right. So till 14 years of age, as per Article 21A of Constitution, it is a fundamental right to get this education now, and right to education is there. And then whosoever is from age 6 to 14, for 8 years of elementary education is to get it. And Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan 2001. So age group, as I told you, 6 plus 8 years, 14 years. So Article 21A, 86th Constitutional Amendment Act. That was the Amendment Act which actually gave right to education as a fundamental right to citizen of India. So fundamental right is under Article 21A. So Article 21A is the fundamental right to life के अंडर आता है ये. And 86th Constitutional Amendment Act, this is gave this right to children in India. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, obviously, so AI generating questions, and nowadays actual questions are also being generated by AI. So one of the features of AI generated question is one of the answers will be very, very illogical. So teacher training is a part of that. New schools, conducting, providing free textbooks and uniforms. Yes, so textbooks and uniform, because when the education is free, you have to provide textbook also, uniform also, you have to provide the food also, quality elementary education. So school infrastructure is to be created. Mahatma Gandhi Narega. So 100 days employment to rural household whose adult member volunteer for unskilled manual labor. So here it is not skilled, it is unskilled. That is very, very important. 100 days unskilled member, and adult member is to be given, at least one member in the family. So MGNREGA came in 2005 and world's largest social welfare program, and it was for the rural, unskilled. Right to work actually was ensured through this. State Employment Guarantee Fund is what? Is a financial mechanism which is associated with MGNREGA. It is basically part of MGNREGA only, to allocate fund for wage payment and other expenditures. And I tell you one thing, like what will be the minimum wage under Mahatma Gandhi Narega? Now its name is changed. That state only decides. So it is a prerogative of the state government to decide that. Okay, so Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan. So that was launched in 2020, and it was short-term employment program to provide livelihood support to migrant workers during that pandemic. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan. So COVID time, many people went back to their own villages, and that is how they went back to villages, and then to provide them support, this is how it was done. Why MGNREGA is called demand driven scheme? Because it is employment is provided if you request, rather than it is not that you will be provided, that somebody will come to you and take the job. So if you go there, you ask for the employment, that I want 100 days employment, so that will be provided to you. Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, so it is Ministry of Education, right, to rural development through academic institution, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. So I'll be discussing these all schemes also with you very briefly about these schemes, but as of now you can do the questions. Higher education institutes are linked with how many villages? So 5 villages, right? So socio-economic development of higher educational institute. So if there is a higher educational institute, then it is to connect with 5 villages and contribute into socio-economic development of those 5 villages. So what is the key objective of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan? Rural development issues are to be identified and provide the sustainable solution. To engage the faculty and students in identifying rural challenges and develop the sustainable solution. So why higher educational institute? Because students who are studying in these educational institute, they should see what are the socio-economic problem of the villages around them. That is the educational corporate social responsibility of such institutes also. So if higher educational institute is located, let's say some private university or government university is located at some place or college, so nearby places may there will be some socio-economic problems of the people in the nearby places. So it is a responsibility of people who are studying there, professors and all, to provide some kind of solution to their problems, and that is Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. That is how it is linked to sustainable solution. So Jawaharlal Nehru Urban Renewable Mission, NURM. So 2005, again Mahatma Gandhi Narega, and these were launched together. So it was closed, but Jawaharlal Nehru Urban Renewable Mission was eventually converted into Amrut and Smart Cities Mission. So 31st March 2014, this Jawaharlal Nehru Urban Renewable Mission ended, and many of its components were carried forward under Amrut and Smart City Mission. So Amrut is also flagship program of this present government now. So Amrut and this Smart City Mission are part of that. Atal Mission, Amrut is Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, launched in June 2015. Purpose is urban infrastructure and to provide basic services in urban areas. So sometime he will ask you the full form of Amrut also. What is the full form of Amrut? That question can also be asked, and this scheme is related to what? Swam Siddh is flagship program for which ministry? Swam Siddh, Ministry of Women and Child Development. Swam Siddh is the flagship program under this ministry, and to empower women through self-help group. So friends, in each flagship program, you will need to remember one catchword, and that catchword will be sufficient for you to crack the exam. Catchword, like when you say about Swam Siddh, this is related to what? You understand? Okay, this is related to empowering women through self-help group. So the moment you know that, okay, Swam Siddh, Swam means a self-help group. So Swam Siddh, to make yourself capable. Main objective Swam Siddh is to empower women through self-help group, socio-economic development through skill enhancement, capacity building, entrepreneurship. So self-help group is all about, like, you come together and then you see where you can collectively work and where you can improve and help yourself. So that is what is the objective. One-stop center support women. How one-stop centers provide the support to women? So counseling, legal aid, temporary shelter. So what target is this for? The women who are affected by distress or violence, those in difficult situations, women in difficult situations. They don't have place to stay, they don't have any place to go. So counseling is to be given to them because they are undergoing bad phase of their life. Legal aid is to be given, temporary shelter is to be given. That is one-stop center. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, financial inclusion, nationwide mission. So banking services, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, that means you should have your bank account, because government eventually wanted that whatever beneficiary, I mean whatever money is to be given to beneficiary, government schemes beneficiary, that account money should directly go to the accounts of such beneficiaries. So that is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. What is minimum balance required under Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana account? So there is no such requirement. Okay, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana account holder will receive accident insurance cover up to 2 lakh rupees. RuPay debit card will be given to them, and accident insurance coverage is rupees 2 lakh. Whosoever will be Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, so they will get this RuPay debit card. Mudra will provide funding to non-corporate, non-farm micro enterprises, micro and small business which are not in agriculture domain. So Mudra is basically to support, to give some kind of funding to Mudra amount to you, but you should not be in agriculture domain, you should be in non-agriculture domain. Micro and small MSMEs, right? Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, there are categories. Shishu category is given for startups. Money is given for startups up to 50,000 rupees. Early stage startup. So between 5 lakh and 20 lakh is Tarun. So these are some names, you know, Shishu, Tarun, these are the names. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. Make in India, main objective was global design and to create manufacturing hub. So India is to be made manufacturing hub. Promote investment, manufacturing infrastructure development, and to make India as a manufacturing hub of the world. So Make in India, 27 sectors were identified, including aerospace, automotive, renewable energy, electronics. So such 27 sectors were identified. So which dedicated support mechanism was created under Make in India? That was Investors Facilitation Center. Investor Facilitation Center was created to assist investor and streamline the approvals. So which flagship program was launched first out of these? Make in India, or Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, or Digital India? So they are all flagship programs of present government, Narendra Modi government. So you see the chronology. 2014 May this government came into power. So 2014 two schemes were launched. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana was the first in August. Make in India September. Mudra Yojana in 2015, and then Digital India 2015. These dates are very important, friends. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana was launched on 8th April 2015. Again, so Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. So how this is chronology order. Digital India, creating digitally empowered society. So Make in India, when was it launched? Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme. So up to 6,000 rupees minimum income support is given. PM Kisan. So 1st Feb 2014 scheme was announced during interim budget. So because 2014 to 19 there was election year, 2019 was election year, and during election year full-fledged budget was not presented on 1st Feb, but it was presented as interim budget. PM Kisan was first launched from Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. So Ritu Bandhu scheme of Telangana, financial assistance to farmers is given. So it was interim budget only. National Rural Employment Act, so August 2005. So that is previous government, and right to work in rural India was guaranteed through this. MGNREGA was originally known as NREGA. Then it became Mahatma Gandhi NREGA. Now new name is there. So 100 days. So if 15 days employment is not provided, so applicant becomes eligible for unemployment allowance. So if 15 days government is not providing any job, so it should be available within 5 kilometers of my residence. Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana PMJ, launched in 2018. It is a major health initiative, and Modi Care is the another name of PMJ. Modi Care or PMJ. And bottom 50% of the population of India was the target population. And National Health Authority was created to implement PMJ. It is world's largest government sponsored health care program, and 50 crore beneficiary, world largest healthcare program, right? Shram Yogi Mandhan, when was it launched and for whom? Worker in unorganized sector, that means not very big companies, not very big sector, like people who are running small shops or something like that. So 18 to 40 years of age unorganized worker are eligible for this. Monthly pension is 3,000 rupees once you reach 60 years of your age. Monthly income should be below 15,000 to get the benefit of this scheme. Amrut was launched in June 2015. Urban infrastructure, water supply and sewerage system. So Rajasthan was first state to submit annual action plan. So Amrut focuses on urban infrastructure, water supply, sewerage, parks, transportation facility. Employment obviously it is not related to. Smart city mission, 1 lakh crore. Under smart city mission, this was the amount. 135 liter per capita per day, per head per day, 135 liter will be provided. Now there is something which is called production linked incentive, PLI, to boost manufacturing and reduce the import. So if you are working in some manufacturing company and you are working in a company such that you are reducing the import and make in India, and you are increasing production and you are reducing the dependence on import, and you are into production and import is getting reduced because of that, then under PLI scheme you are eligible. So 13 sectors PLI scheme was introduced to promote the domestic investment and manufacturing. So in 2025 also cabinet approved for non-semiconductor electronics components like PCB, camera module, lithium ion cells, resistors. So for all these manufacturing incentive, production linked incentive was released. So Jal Jeevan mission, very very important, launched in 2019. Access to rural household. So 55 liter per person per day will be provided in rural area. Urban we have already seen. Jal Jeevan mission, National Rural Drinking Water Program, eventually was merged into, restructured into Jal Jeevan mission. Har Ghar Jal. First certified state was Goa, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu. Goa became first state, and the Dadar, Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu became union territory with 100% tap water access. Goa is a state. Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, 1st May 2016, to provide LPG connection to women below poverty line. So when was some scheme launched and targeted population, for whom it was launched? Initially 5 crore, 50 million below poverty line women. Ujjwala Yojana was replaced by Ujjwala Yojana 2.0 in 2021. So Uttar Pradesh, highest number of beneficiary were in Uttar Pradesh. Viksit Bharat guarantee. So it was in December 2025, very recently. So this was a revised framework for rural employment. So Viksit Bharat guarantee Yojana for Rozgar and Ajivika mission. VB Ramji. G Ramji. So maybe Ram was to be introduced. So Mahatma Gandhi Narega, eventually this is the shape taking. VB Ramji. G guarantee, Rozgar Ajivika mission, Ram G. Viksit Bharat guarantee for this. VB Ramji Act increased from 100 to 125. So MGNREGA, Mahatma Gandhi MGNREGA, new name is this. That question can be asked. Now it is 125 day. So Viksit Bharat 2045 is the deadline when we want Viksit Bharat. Center state cost sharing is 60 to 40. Center will 60%, state 40%. So Viksit Gram Panchayat plan is the basically part of that. Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana launched in 2024 to promote rooftop solar system and reduce electricity cost. So 300 units free electricity per month through rooftop solar installation. So that will reduce our dependence on conventional energy. Targets 1 crore household with investment of 75,000 crore rupees. Bharat Vistar is AI based conversational advisory platform for farmers. Multilingual AI based platform. So farmers can ask any question and receive the immediate answer. So helpline number is 155261. So AgriStack, ICAR, IMD and market data, these are integrated. So to get the information, unified digital platform for farmers. So these are the things which are integrated to provide the services. Fasal Bima Yojana, February 2016, insurance protection to farmers. One nation, one scheme, it was a part of that. And Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare takes care of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Kaushal Vikas Yojana is related to employment skill and skill development. So Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, the coordinating body is National Skill Development Council, coordinates and drives the implementation of this with sector skill councils. Trained person maybe get 8,000 rupees who acquires the skill. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Make in India, Fasal Bima Yojana, Ujjwala Yojana. So years and chronology is very important, friends. Like Fasal Bima Yojana, where was it launched and all. So these are very, very important. In the content, learning content, I will be providing you this entire chronology. Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana launched on 15 February 2024. Make in India 2014, Digital India 15. Okay, dates. Supercomputing Mission 2015, High Power Computing Facility. So DST and Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So Param Shivai, installed in IIT BHU Varanasi, was first supercomputer. So 75th rank, top 500 global supercomputing list. Vishwakarma scheme 2023, to support the traditional artisan and craftspeople. MSME is for Prime Minister Vishwakarma scheme. Beneficiary get 1 lakh and 2 lakh. So first 1 lakh and then 2 lakh. Collateral free loan. So Ministry of New and Renewable Energy will implement it. 300 units we have seen. Timeline to provide 1 crore household this Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, deadline is March 2027. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana flagship program, launched by Prime Minister Modi in June 2015, up to provide affordable housing. So सौभाग्य स्कीम, उज्ज्वला योजना, जन धन योजना, प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना. So obviously मनरेगा is not related to that. सौभाग्य, उज्ज्वला, जन धन. इंदिरा आवास योजना was launched by Rajiv Gandhi, obviously not Jawaharlal Nehru. In 1985, Indira Gandhi assassination in 1984. Credit linked subsidy scheme, economically weaker section on low income group. So 6.5% subsidy is provided to them. Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman covers school children up to class 8 and pre-primary school, not college or university school. So first two statements. Largest school meal program, Poshan. So elementary education only. National Program for Midday Meal School. Samagra Shiksha. So it was launched in 2018. And Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, teacher education, all Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan and all, they became part of Samagra Shiksha program. So these are, friends, some of the flagship programs. The questions we have done, I'll be giving you learning content, table form and information about such flagship programs, and most important things you have to revise. I'm very sure if you have done these questions and you got an idea that these are the flagship programs. So similarly, just revise the most important topics which are mentioned in your syllabus. You will get an idea. Take this document, start preparing and learning content also. Thank you.